I'm looking at the statistics of women who are doing well in Nigeria, either in the music industry, in the movie industry. Yeah. And you can see that most of them that are really up there are either single or divorced. Exactly. So
why do you think this is?
Because, to be honest, as women who are looking to date up, women don't
date up.
Yeah.
What do you mean by dating up?
Date up, like date higher than your financial bucket or brackets. Yes. Okay. So women look to date up. So if you're already like really, 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 really up there in the music or movie industry or whatever field you are, the chances of you finding a man who is higher than you is very slim.
Oh, shit. It's weird.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's different for guys. You know, guys look at maybe personality, they look at booty, they look at breasts and all that stuff. But for women, the first thing they have to know is he earning more than me? Like, where is he at up there? Yeah. That can determine if they can either go with the guy or not. It's sad, but it's the fact.
Why don't you expect also the guy to date up?
That's the thing. So I was going to talk about this one because Nigerian society, the way it is, guys are allowed to date down. Actually, guys prefer to date down.
Prefer? If I was single, I would like to date DJ Copy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. To be honest, that's you. You're the exception. To be honest, Stanley, you're the exception.
Why not?
Stanley, you're the exception because the Nigerian men, they have two women. Both of them are 10. One has a career. She's doing really, really well. She's up there. And the other one is not. But she's also as fine, good looking, has the same, figure.
Your financial position. Come on, if I would want to be, be with a woman that would take me from 0 to 100. Many Nigerian men will.
No, you're speaking from your perspective. Many Nigerian men will pick the girl who doesn't have anything going because they use that as a leverage to control the women.
Man, she was totally cooking to the end, and then this never ceases to amaze me. Women will always screw it up, like all the way into the last couple of words. And the thing is, men, we don't want to control women. Women want men that are in control, and men want to be able to control the relationship because that's the dynamic that women are looking for, and the one that actually fits, works, and puts everybody in their natural state and role. But the problem is the women that you mentioned in the Nigerian music industry, they are either single or divorced because it doesn't work when they're making over $150,000 a year. Men don't care about money. We don't care about how much money you make because that's not attractive to us. So it's not about us having control or anything. It's sticking to the traditional gender roles and understanding that men and women are total opposites. That's all this is. But women, they always screw it up.
Culture is a scam and the women are being finessed. I made a video the other day saying how the world has conditioned women to thinking hookup culture is empowering. I wholeheartedly believe it was some dude who was in a group with his friends and was like, you know what? We're gonna make them think we hate this, that they're hooking up just like us and they're giving themselves up to us. Really think about it. A lot of women be getting into hookup culture because that's the closest you're gonna get to that man. That's the closest to affection and intimacy that you're gonna get with the guy you have your eyes on. But that's the closest you're gonna get to intimacy without actually trying to be vulnerable. And then our bodies, not theirs, not men's, our bodies are the one who release a hormone that make us attached to them. Even if that man means nothing to you, your body just released a hormone that makes you more attached to him. That don't happen to him, just us. Now, even if you don't have feelings for him, maybe now that dude has the capability to piss you off just a little easier than he was able to the day before. And there are so many women I've spoken to that are like, oh yeah, I could do it. I don't get attached. Yes, y'all do. Y'all do, we do, because I've done this too. There are women who are even more intentional about it. They're like, oh, if I start having sex with him, if I start hooking up with this dude, he's gonna start paying more attention to me. We have this bond, we just get each other. No, y'all don't. Y'all don't have that big of a bond, okay? I'm here to wake y'all up. Throwing off your pH balance, messing with these dudes. You are stressing yourself out. You are like losing your youth, giving this part of yourself to these dudes. It's not a win for us. It don't benefit us. You wanna hold power? View your body as a prize.
Ma'am, it's not even what you think it is. Like, you can blame feminism on a lot of this stuff because feminism was the keys to opening the door for liberation. That started in the late 60s, the free love, and guys thought that they were going to get laid, anytime they wanted from these women. But women, what they started doing with that free love movement in the late 60s, early 70s, is they started going to work. And once they started making certain amounts of money, they weren't just giving it up free love to any guy. they were giving it to the top guys. And that's what's happening right now. Women are just horny, just like men are, honestly, but they just hold a bigger risk of getting pregnant, losing their oxytocin, or completely ruining their bodies and their cycle.
People always like, why are you single? Why you don't have a boyfriend? Like, why? Da, 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 da. But they don't realize it's so easy to have. Like, it's so easy to have a boyfriend. But the kind of boyfriend that I want, baby, I don't think they want me. And the ones that want me, I don't want them at all. So I'm just at this in-between stage where I'm just minding my business, and everybody's minding everybody's business. No, everybody's minding their own business. I hope so. So yeah, at this point, I just have to, focus on myself and, continue to just be the baddie that is just single, and everyone wonders why she's single. But trust me, the day that I get that man that I've been waiting for, the one that God has promised to me, that Odogu, definitely wouldn't post him. But it will be evident that this babe is getting treated well. I'm not the kind of person to settle because this life is short. I'll find somebody else. So if I settle down with somebody, trust me. They're the one and not the two.
According to a Harvard Review study, the more successful a woman is, the less likely she is to get married, have a family, and settle down. And it's not because of what you think. Many women believe that the more successful she is, then it's because she's intimidating to a man, and it turns men off.
Them Bert and Ernie eyebrows from Sesame Street is turning me off.
And so a lot of women are thinking that if they dim their light, then men are more likely to select them as a mate. Many high-achieving women are now settling for men who they have to be the main providers for. Men who are simply nice. Men who financially are unable or unwilling to bring anything to the table.
Wait a minute. Didn't most of these women say that they don't need a man, they want a man? So she should be able to pay for the tab. She makes $150K, right?
And more women are finding themselves dissatisfied when it comes to the area of love because they simply don't know what it takes in order to attract a healthy relationship. What this is doing is it's costing women who make over $150,000 tens of thousands of dollars a year just because she's compromising. Not only compromising on what he's bringing financially, but where he is mentally. Because what a man is able to bring financially shows where he's at mentally. And if he's not able to match her mentally, then she's unable to be stimulated mentally.
This is totally incredible. This shows a lot about her because these are her own words. She said it doesn't equate. Men and women are not supposed to equate. Men and women are totally different, complete opposites, different spectrums. Women care about the stimuli and all. The reason why she's not going to get that stimuli is because she thinks that she's the man in that situation. And this shows your holes in your personal life. You're sitting in the back with the Bentley emblem. So that just goes to show me that you may be talking about yourself. Most women do. They're solipsistic. It's all about me, I. And that's all I heard about what the woman's going to get. So this is scary. She doesn't know anything about men. Thus the reason why her life sucks and her relationship life sucks with the opposite gender. She doesn't even know us. Pitiful.
This is leaving a lot of successful women frustrated, wondering what the heck does she need to do? Because she has no idea, A, how to be able to attract a healthy relationship, and B, how to attract a healthy relationship with a quality man who's effed up, unfaithful, and wants forever to love her soul. These women want to have a family too. These women want to be loved too, but they don't want to have to feel like they have to choose between having a successful career or being able to provide at a high level versus having a family. And so what is the option? The option is, ladies, for you to learn what it takes in order to attract a high quality, high tier man. Because it takes a different set of skills to attract a high value, high tier masculine man.
Yeah, you already lost. You already lost. You and all of these women that you're referring to, you guys already lost. Because if you have to be taught anything to attract the opposite gender of a certain caliber, you didn't have it in the first place. You lost already. And you're never going to have it. So you had a question throughout this whole long rant that we said through, respectfully. And you said, what do these women do?
What the heck does she need to do?
And my answer to that is very, very, very clear. What you women should do is
buy a dog and die alone. A lot of men cannot handle their woman being more successful than they are.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
And I know there's going to be a bunch that jump in the comments. They're like, I would love for my woman. Yeah, you say that, but in practice, I've heard many instances where it's not the case. I made a video about hearing another one where a man said, don't date a man who's not out hustling you in life, because he's literally living in a society that was built for his success, whereas you are not. Now, in today's society, women are more educated and more successful than a lot of their male counterparts. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of men that are like, women are only in it for the money. They only care what men make. If I'm a person who makes X amount of dollars, why am I not allowed to want a partner that can at least match me in that? And then with that being said, if you can't match me in that, then you need to be comfortable in the fact that I am more successful than you from a monetary perspective. And if you can't be, you probably need to be dating someone else. And also, when women get to a certain point where they're successful and completely stable on their own, their tolerance for BS and nonsense and subpar behavior is like nothing.
Well, if it's that minuscule, it's this big, it's nothing, then you really can't be picky, and you really can only take what you can get as a career woman.
Nothing, because frankly, we've already taken care of everything. What are we trading to put up with the nonsense?
Bingo, ma'am. Right there, you just answered your own question. And for this therapy session, I will not charge you a dime. This is free of charge. You just said it yourself. If you've taken care of everything, bills included, you've done all the masculine duties, then what is a man there for? Emotional support animal? Like get a dog or something. Like, what is that man there for? And if he's making the same amount of money as you, and you guys are on a so-called same level, why would he pick you when he can pick a woman that's not all charged up on her masculinity, not trying to compete in the same arenas as him, and that he can enjoy the time with her in her youth, and she not have to worry about anything, or not have to go out there and have a boss that she is listening to. She's going to a boss, and the boss is cutting her a check. No, I'm the boss if you want to be with me, but it won't work in your situation. But you just answered your own question. You can't have the same thing, and the most important thing that she didn't even think of. Like, I thought she would pop up with this in her head and say it out loud, but opposites attract. So if you are already masculine and you're making all the money, it's only right that you're going to attract a bunch of bums that only make $40,000, $30,000 a year, and you're going to have to take care of them. That's why the guys that are in your situation that make the money that you make, those men go for the opposites, because opposites attract. Those are those girls that you are fighting against, because those are the guys that are going for them. They're your competition. They're younger. They have more time, and they can actually be a part of the guy's world and actually help him with his mission and his purpose. That's what men look for. But you women are cooked, and this is just another testimony right here, guys. Make sure you guys like the video, sub to the channel, post notifications on. That's the end of the video. I got to get back up to cooking this content. I love you guys so much, man. Get your passport. There's nothing else to be said here. Peace.